Hi, we will see regression analysis part 2, R square, calculation and interpretation. In part 1, we have seen regression line and prediction equation. In part 2, we will see R square, calculation and interpretation. In part 1 video, we have found out the prediction equation for a given set of data. Two input variables were considered, x1 and x2, and one response variable, y, was considered. So that prediction equation once obtained, we can use that equation for finding out the expected response value for a given set of input variable values. The question arised was, are the input variables sufficient to describe the process completely? Now, to answer that, we shall study about the R squared value now. What is R squared value? It tells us the proportion of variability explained by the input variables considered. See, the entire variability should be explained. If it is done, we are getting a perfect equation. Otherwise, we have to find out what we can do. Now, this is the y values, the response values in a vertical line with the green diamond marker showing the average of the y values. Now, there is a variability of all the values from the mean. So, we have to find out the total variability. So, I find the difference of all the values from the mean, squaring it and adding it. That is called SST, sum of the squares of total variability. Now, we will see here the prediction line. All the points on this are the y hat predicted values corresponding to the input variable values. The y hat is called predicted values. Now, observed values are shown by dark blue circle here. Observed values. The average of this observed values is called mean. That is shown by the green line, nothing but the green marker here. Now, this is y bar, y mean, mean response value. Now, the total variability is nothing but the square of the distance between the blue circle to the green line done for all the values, observed values, and added. That is called SST. Now, similarly, we can find out unexplained variability is the distance between the y hat and yi values. So, I'll show it here by green lines. See, these are all the unexplained variability because these are all explained values by the equation, and this is unexplained variability between the two values, y hat and y observed. Now, I have to take the square of this, just like I have done it for the variation for the y values, and add it. That is called sum of the squares for the residuals, RSS, residual sum of the squares. This is unexplained variability. The ratio of RSS to SST is called unexplained proportion of variability. Then what is the proportion of explained variability? That is R squared. I have to subtract this unexplained proportion from 1 because total should be 1. So 1 minus RSS by SST is the explained variability in proportion. Now we have done two case studies. The equation we have obtained. You can go through the last video how we have obtained this equation. This is a prediction equation is nothing but B0 plus B1x plus B2x2. Right? Now here for another case study, we have got the coefficient as 21, 13.8 and 27.3. And therefore the equation is 21 plus B1x1 plus B2x2. Now, we will take this case study. X1, X2 and X3 are observed and the Y value also is observed. Now, people said that X1 and X2 are very important. Therefore, I have considered only X1 and X2 now. X3, I will be considering it later on if required. Now, obtain the values, observed values, Y values, obtain the variable input variables. Now, in the Excel sheet under column A, I am putting the value 1. This is to get the Y values in a vertical line. I have explained it in the previous video. I have shown it in the previous slide. You can go through that. And in the Excel sheet under column B, I'm going to put the Y variable values, that is the response values. In column C, I'm going to put X1 variable values. In column D, I'm going to put X2 values. Now, then I'm going to find the sum, mean, and standard deviation for Y, X1, and X2 variables here. We will see this in the Excel sheet. See here, I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to find out. I have found out the average here. See, this is the average here. This is the average for this, and this is the average for this. Right? This is what I said. Okay. Now we'll go this. Under column I, I'm going to find the difference between Y and Y bar. We will see this here. Now See, y bar is known 173. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to find out under I, right? You see here. So y minus y bar, right? Y bar is 173 minus 407 minus 173 is minus 580. Then I have to square it, right? So what I will do is I'll square it. So I squared, this is 580 squared here, right? Don't ask me why 1 is coming, because it is in floating point, therefore you are getting it. Clear? Okay. Then I'm going to do it for all the values here, for all the values, right? I'm going to do it for all the things. I've done it. So I've got it. I have to add the values. If I add the values, then I will get SST. So this is a sum. Sum I have found out. Sum of all the values is 3779743. This is called SST, right? Now I'll have to find out the equation. How will I do the equation? We'll see here. Now, under column J, find the square of the deviations. That is what I have done. Find the sum in column J. This is called sum of the squares SST. This we have seen. Now this is the value also we have seen here. And the equation, we have to find out this equation. For that, I have to go for the regression line, right? What we will do is, we will go there to the equation, the Excel sheet. We will find out this by data analysis. I'll put data analysis. Regression, I put OK. Then I have to collect this y variable. Y variable, I'll put it as this to control. The last value I should not consider. So up to 31. Okay. And then this one is C1 to D31. I already put there. And labels are okay. And output range I'll put here somewhere here. I'll put here somewhere. So I'll just say okay. You see here, what is this? So I have not done it properly here. So I will put 31. Right. So this output has come. All I will do is I'll have to increase the font size so that you can see here the equation. Right. I'll go there. I'll go down. You can see the coefficients 21, 13.8 and 27.3. So this equation I'm going to use it. So 21 plus 13.x1 plus 27.3x2. I'm going to substitute here and then I'm going to find out the value here. You can see here. So what I will do is I'll put here. So y hat, I will put the equations. You can see the equation here. And then y minus y hat, I'll have to find out. I'll find out the y minus y hat. So I have y minus 407 minus 415.8. I found out. And then I have to square it. So I will square it here. Right. Now then I'll have to do it for all the things like this. I will do it. I've done it. Now what I will do is I'm going to add it to get RSS. So RSS also is added. You can see here. RSS is sum of this column 1025. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out the R squared value. Right? You will see here RSS is 1025. SST is 37,79,743. So unexplained is RSS by SST is 0.00027. Therefore, R squared is 1 minus 0.00027 is 0.99973. Okay, this is how I got this R squared. Similarly, I'm getting this for another case also. We will see it here. What I will do is I've already done it. I'll show you. I'll just put it here so that you can see here. I have found out all the values here. Y hat and the equation. I'll have to show it. No, for equation I'll have to do this analysis. I'll do that analysis also. Data analysis, regression, and then y value is B1 to 131. It is not correct. I'll have to select this. Only 21. So and here also I'll have to put only 21. Right. And here I'll put L2. I'll put L2 and then I'll say okay. Labels are put. Overwrite. Okay, it doesn't matter. Now I have to increase the size. So that one more I'll put. So that now you can see here. Let's show this here. You can see here 192, 12.6 and 16.22. I'm going to use this equation. See, that is what is written here. Now I'm going to write this equation. That equation I put here. Y hat, that is what I have put here, 192 plus 12.57 C2 plus 16.22 D2, X1 and X2. I have done all these things. I have found out the X2 values. See, this is RSS, this is SST, and R squared is 0.74. Only 74% of the total variability is accounted for this variables. In this case, I can say that I should certainly consider one more variable because so that R squared can be increased. Okay, and I'm going to show this for the second variable. Now, should we consider one more variable for more accurate prediction or not? You are getting it somewhat close to it. Under the column F, find the Y hat. This is what we have done. 1015 we have got it for one data set. Proportion, this is nothing but RSS by SST. This is the dependent variable that the variables can explain collectively, right? That is 1 minus RSS by SST, right? Okay, this is the value. In fact, I'm sorry, should be unexplained. Unexplained is RSS by SST, it's correct. And then explained variability is 1 minus 0.00027, which is also okay, right? 0.99973, that is what we have got. Now we will see in Excel tool, we will get all the items directly. See, we are going to do this analysis. This I have explained you, right? The R squared value will be given directly. R squared will be given directly. Yeah, we will see this R squared value in the Excel sheet now, right? What we will do is step note R squared value and interpret. Right? We will see. Go to this. We will see here. We have already done it. No, this regression. You can see the R squared value. Yeah, 0.99973. Now, what did we get? See, 0.99973. And similarly, for the another case study also, we will go through that. Once again, this is the thing, right? 0.74165. Then we will see whether are we getting the same time. See, 0.74195, right? For this case also, we are going to get it the same way, right? Okay. You can see here, 0.99973 in this case. Okay. Now we will go to the slide and then we will see. Once again, we'll go to the next slide. So do it in Excel. We have done it in Excel. Should we include the input variable X3 or not? Or should we modify R squared value, right? Because R squared is a statistical measure of how close the data are to the fitted regression line, right? The higher the value, better. R squared is known as the coefficient of determination for two variables and the coefficient of multiple determination for multiple regression, right? More than 3 variables here. R squared is equal to 0 means the variability is not at all accounted. All the input variables are wrong, right? There is no relation between the two. None of the variability of the response data around its mean is explained. The model explains none of the variability of the response data around its mean, right? Okay. Now, R squared value will always increase with addition of variables. But that again is deceptive because the additional input variable is really increasing the input or not, we'll have to find out. That we will see in the other video. Now we will stop with this adjusted R squared we have found out. In one case, we said that we are going to add another variable and then find out. In another case, it is almost close to 0.997. But still, we will add another variable and then find out what happens. What happens to adjusted R squared, the calculation and interpretation, in what way it is going to help us, whether to include the third variable or not is what is going to be decided by adjusted R squared. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel so that you will get more videos, and you can recommend this video to your friends also so that they also gain the knowledge. Thank you very much.